Hello everyone, my name is Muhamad Fadil and I'm here going to teach about the figure of speech irony. Before we start the lesson, let's watch the summary version of the story, The Graves of Words. The George family had lost everything. Driven from their Oklahoma farm by drought and greedy banks, they packed their few belongings into an old truck and set out for California, where they heard there was a work. Tom Jones, weary but determined, knew they had no choice. "We ain't got no choice but to head west," he said. But Marjorie, the family strength, refused to let them break. "We stick together, no matter what," she insisted. Along the headway, they joined thousands of others, all searching for a better life. But warnings came quickly. A rigid traveler told them, "Them Californian folks don't want us. They call us Okies, like we're dirt." Tom bristled. They weren't beggars, just workers wanting fair pay. But when they arrived, the truth was harsh. Exploitation waited in the promised land. Farm owners knew the desperate had no choice. "Take this wage or starve," one sneered. "Plenty more where you came from." Hunger and cruelty wore them down. When young Ruthie accidentally refilled Tom's pass, he had to flee. "You take care of them, Ma," he whispered before disappearing into the night. "I'll be wherever folks fight for justice." Battered but unbroken, the George clung to hope. In a flood barn, they met a man even worse off than them. Without hesitation, Ma gave their last cup of food. "Here," she said, her voice fierce. "We ain't dead yet," and in that small act of defiance, the spirit of resilience live on. What is irony? Irony is a form of figure of speech in which the person delivering the ironic statement says something which is completely opposite to what they meant or what the reality of the situation is. For example, "Nobody's starving. You can get rich if you give stuff away." The irony is the landowner claims nobody's starving while standing in front of visibly malnourished family. His greed and blindness to their suffering make his statement bitterly ironic. There are three types of irony. The first one is verbal irony, the second is situational irony, and the third is dramatic irony. Verbal irony. A character says one thing but means the opposite. The example, "Take this wage or starve," one sneer. The irony, the farm owner's words are bitterly ironic because he presents the offer as a choice, but in reality, the workers have no real option. They must accept unfair wages or face starvation. Situational irony. Situational irony happens when what is expected and intended doesn't occur. Instead, the exact opposite occur. For example, the family travels to California believing it to be a promised land of opportunity, only to find exploitation, poverty, and hostility. So, the expectation, hope of a better life clash with the harsh reality, worse condition than before. Dramatic irony. Dramatic irony happens when the audience or readers are aware of something which the character of a movie or story does not know. The example is when Ruthie accidentally reveals Tom's past, forcing him to flee. The readers understand the danger Tom is in due to his criminal record, but Ruthie, being young, doesn't realize the consequences of her words. Okay, here's some question you can answer for your exercise. I think it's the end of the lesson. I hope you understand the figure of speech of irony. Thank you for watching and goodbye.